Welcome to my latest creation, Crone's Curse, a haunting yet deeply symbolic piece that reflects the consequences of forsaking our roots in ancient wisdom. As you watch this witch come to life, I want to share the story behind her form and the message it holds for all of us in today's world. This work delves into the often neglected truths of human experience. The black and white palette I chose emphasizes the starkness of our current reality, a world increasingly detached from its spiritual and natural foundations. The background is a void of deep black, representing the collective unconsciousness of a world that has lost its way. As the lines of her face emerge, think of all the ancient knowledge that has been cast aside. Whether it's our connection to nature, the earth, or the spiritual wisdom of our ancestors, these essential aspects of ourselves have faded into the shadows. The witch, though both frightening and mesmerizing, is not a figure to fear, but a reflection of what we become when we sever our ties to the wisdom that once grounded us. Her gnarled branches merging into her shoulder suggest a profound connection to forgotten roots. These branches also represent the chords we hold onto, the attachments to fear, worry, and past traumas that shape us. They bind us to suffering, much like the conflicts and chaos we see in the world today. This depiction of the crone stands as both a symbol of ancient wisdom and a haunting reminder of the consequences we face when we forsake our ancestral roots. Her decrepit form reminds us that neglecting wisdom comes at a cost. When we disregard the lessons of the past, whether personal, social, or global, we lose a sense of who we are and the power to move forward with integrity. Wars and conflicts reflect collective fear and misunderstanding, a disconnection from wisdom. The external battles we face often stem from internal conflict, where fear has taken root, leading to chaos. In today's chaotic world, where wars ravage nations and humanity struggles to hold on to its core values, Crone's Curse is a reminder of what happens when fear, ignorance, and attachment dominate our collective psyche. These gnarled chords are not just physical, they represent attachments to fear, worry, and past traumas. By cutting these cords, we can dissolve the bonds of suffering and release ourselves into a state of clarity and peace. Crone's Curse calls us to look inward and examine where we've abandoned wisdom, both individually and as a global community. It urges us to reconnect with the earth, the teachings of our ancestors, and our own inner knowing. Though the crone may seem frightening, her message is crucial. We must cut the cords of fear that bind us to the past and embrace the wisdom that can lead us toward a future of peace and understanding. In the world today, we see the consequences of neglecting collective wisdom. Wars, conflicts, and divisions, all stemming from fear and misunderstanding. Crone's Curse invites us to reflect on these roots and remember the teachings that can guide us back to peace. The crone is a warning, but she is also a call to action, urging us to return to our roots, heal ourselves, and release the fear that holds us back. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope my artwork inspires you to look within, reconnect with the wisdom that's always been there, and release the fears that no longer serve you.